This is Tina's horse Lorenzo. He's a 9-year-old Oldenburg gelding. And we're just doing the warm-up phase at the moment, and we find this phase very important for all of our horses. We take a lot of time to make sure that we do this properly. So we first bring them out, let them walk for a good 10 minutes just on a long rein, that they have the time to allow their muscles to warm up a little bit, their joints to warm up a little bit, get them ready for the work. Then as we start in a nice forward downward way, really stretching the horse over the back, really making sure that we are stretching the horse through the back muscles, through the neck, through the rib cage, that we get real access to every part of the horse before we start really asking them for a higher degree of collection. I find it very important that you work the horse evenly on both sides, really taking care to engage the inside hind leg under the horse's center of gravity, that it comes through the back into the connection, giving to the connection, and then reaching for the bit, stretching the back, stretching the neck, and getting a very nice body that works through itself, from the hind leg through the horse's body into the front end, and then continues. So Tina's stretching him nicely forward and down in the trot, good tempo, good rhythm. A nice swinging trot, now into a canter, doing the same in a walk, trot, and canter. It's a nice working tempo. Good. Always taking care that we do a little bit of forward and back in the warming up. Always, not just in warming up, but just making sure that you always have that ability to have the speed control, that you can ask them to go more forward, get more impulsion. As they go more forward and come to the contact, then that they're able to come back and balance that energy onto the hind legs and work into self-carriage. Good, so we have a nice longitudinal bend over his top line, over his back. So now Tina's asking for a little bit more lateral bend through his body, a little bit more bend through the rib cage. Suppling, not just by bending to the inside and suppling the inside, you have to also think about stretching the outside, because it's the stretch that is always the most difficult, I think. I think when we stretch our bodies, we don't feel it so much to the side we're bending to, it's the side that we're bending from. The stretching part is what we want to focus on. So I think it's important to remember that when you're riding, when you're training, that it's not so much that they will be stuck on the left or on the right and not want to bend in that direction, but almost that they can't stretch the opposite side. So getting the horse engaged from the inside hind leg, working diagonally through their body into the outside shoulder, into the outside rein, taking the energy from the hind leg, getting him then to stretch that outside of his body around, is what we're looking for. And then they bend to the inside without you having to hold them there, and are in self-carriage. So making sure you do a nice even workout on both sides. Good, and then a nice stretching down trot at the end. Really allowing him to chew the reins out of our hands, forward and down. No tension. Looks very relaxed and very good. And good transition into walk, and then in the same time in the walk that you allow him the freedom to walk through his body and maximize the gait.